I never thought the man I once called the love of my life would become a stranger sitting across from me, smiling with lips that hid poison. Our anniversary dinner should have been a night of love, laughter, and memories. Instead, it became the night I realized that trust can shatter in an instant, and survival sometimes forces you to do the unthinkable. The restaurant was warm and dimly lit, the kind of place that whispers romance in every corner. Soft music drifted through the air as my husband, Daniel, leaned in with that practiced smile of his. To anyone watching, we were the perfect couple, celebrating years of marriage, holding hands, raising toasts. But beneath the surface, cracks had already begun to form in our marriage. The distance, the lies, the late nights that never had a good explanation. I wanted so badly to believe this dinner was a chance to start over, to stitch together what was tearing apart. Then I saw it. It was quick, almost imperceptible, his hand hovering above my glass of wine, a small flick of his wrist, something dropping silently into the liquid. My breath caught in my throat. I forced myself to stay still, to keep smiling, though my heart thundered so loudly I was sure the entire restaurant could hear it. He pushed the glass toward me with a casual grin. "To us," he said. I looked into his eyes, searching for even a shred of the man I once loved. But all I saw was calculation. Coldness. A stranger. I didn't know what he had slipped into my drink, but I knew one thing: if I lifted that glass, my story might end that night. So I played along. I raised the glass, touched it lightly to his, and pretended to sip. The wine brushed my lips but never crossed them. My throat burned with the scream I couldn't release, my body trembling with the weight of betrayal. He watched me closely, too closely, his eyes darting to the glass again and again. In that moment, I understood something chilling: this wasn't a mistake. He had planned this. My mind raced with possibilities. Why? What was he after? Was it money, freedom, or something darker? I remembered the arguments about finances, the way he had become distant, almost resentful. The insurance policy I had foolishly signed in his favor. Suddenly, everything made sense. I knew then, I had to act. Excusing myself to the restroom, I clutched my phone with shaking hands. My reflection in the mirror was pale, my eyes wide with a mixture of fear and resolve. I had two choices: confront him and risk everything, or play this game carefully until I was safe enough to strike back. I chose survival. When I returned, I set the untouched glass aside and ordered water. He raised an eyebrow, his smile faltering, but he said nothing. The rest of the evening felt like walking on broken glass, pretending, laughing, even letting him hold my hand across the table. Inside, I was screaming. That night, when we got home, I pretended to feel dizzy. His eyes lit up with a flicker of satisfaction, confirming my darkest fears. He thought the drug was working. He thought he had won. But instead of collapsing, I stumbled into our bedroom, quietly locking the door behind me. My phone was already recording everything. The next day, I went to the police. I showed them the footage from the restaurant, the untouched wine glass I had brought home in a napkin, and the recording of him whispering to himself outside the locked bedroom door, muttering words that made my skin crawl. It wasn't easy. I was terrified, ashamed, even questioning myself. Was I overreacting? Did I really see what I thought I saw? But deep down, I knew the truth. The investigation moved quickly. The substance he had dropped into my drink was confirmed to be a powerful sedative. His plan unraveled under the weight of evidence. The man I once trusted with my life was arrested for attempted poisoning, his mask ripped away for the world to see. And me, I was left with a broken heart, shattered illusions, and a choice: to let this destroy me, or to rebuild from the ashes. People whispered. Some pitied me, some judged me. How could she not have known? They asked, why didn't she leave sooner? But they didn't see the quiet manipulation, the subtle control, the way love can blind you until it's too late. Had to remind myself, I wasn't weak, was a survivor. Built a new life, one step at a time. Therapy became my safe space, my way of piecing together the woman I had lost in the shadows of his betrayal. I reconnected with old friends, found joy in small things again: sunrises, laughter, freedom. And most importantly, I learned this: sometimes, doing what has to be done means saving yourself, even if the world doesn't understand. So, don't judge me for what I did. Don't judge me for smiling through dinner, for pretending, for recording, for fighting back in silence. I didn't choose this battle, but I chose to win it. Because in the end, survival isn't about being strong all the time, it's about being strong when it matters most. And that night, when I saw my husband spike my drink on our anniversary, I did what had to be done.